Okay, so just want to read two poems. This book, when I met the Mexcia Movement, was in July of 1997. I was in high school, and Olin was, I don't know what poetry was really, but I just had all this anger I wanted to put out there. So I wrote this book. I bought this book at the 99-cent store, and I titled it Poems About My Culture and All the Lies. And I just wanted to share with you the dedication page, and I did this all, homemade. I have black stickers, and I had a Frida Kahlo book that I tore apart. But so anyway, this is my little intro, just so you can kind of know what my mentality was like back then. Hasn't changed much, luckily, but just to kind of capture that, because I know we have a lot of young people here, and it's really important. At that time, I didn't really know a lot of young people my age, so it was just Olin and the rest of the members. So I was like, man, how do I share this with my high school friends, with my teachers? So this is what I decided to do, and so this is my little intro on my little book. I have decided to become a Mexcia Movement warrior member because I want to do something for my people. I think it is very important to know our history in order to know what our future will be like. It seems that every Mexican has assimilated into Eurocentric systems and don't really care who they are. This should not be happening. If we weren't so assimilated, if our history would be told, if the whole world knew all these injustices, this wouldn't exist. I give thanks to the Mexcia Movement for teaching me who I am and for helping me develop the knowledge of trying to look towards the past based on our accomplishments. The best thing about all of this is the feeling you get when you discover so many beautiful things that you're made up of. To know your history, to know it runs through your blood and your heart. Now, it's time for me to discover who I am. I am very proud to be Mexican. So, that's my intro to my book. And I'm going to share with you my first poem, and then I'm going to share a poem I just wrote this morning. Okay, so my very first poem, I think I was 15 when I wrote this. Yeah, about 15. It's called Genocide. Genocide of Mexicans, Central Americans. Didn't know that happened? How can it be? It happened, and almost everybody won't say a word. They'd rather let the label system continue. Continue with Eurocentric systems. Lying, dying, killing, abusing, refusing, denying. This is so depressing. Schindler's List, the truth of the Holocaust. So where's the movie about our genocide? I know no one's on that subject. No one wants to uncover, discover what is hidden between all the lies. Did you cry for the Jews and to what happened to them? Did you cry when you learned about African slavery? Do you cry now that you know what was done to the Jews was done to our people? That what was done to the Jews under Hitler's power was done to our people under Cortez's power? In the name of Christianity, they killed 23 million. In the spirit of being so superior, they killed without mercy. Such satanic, they thought. They sacrificed lives, and yet they rape our women. But weren't we full of evil? Why would they want to touch us? This is not taught to us in schools. My teachers know this, or so I think, and yet they act like ignorant fools. Especially my history teachers, social sciences, and the rest just pity us and hide all of this. The whole world has to know. The whole world must know. So that was my... And the one I wrote today, I was trying to find a poem to share with everyone, but I've already read some of the ones I thought were more relevant. But I've been watching a lot of Evo Morales documentaries like Cocaleros and South of the Border. And it was nice to watch those films because I have been feeling so tired and drained, not because of anything of the movement, but just having to go to work and having to pay the bills and having to participate in the matrix to be able to survive and to be able to resist and to be able to use your time on this planet for something worthwhile. Sometimes it's so damn frustrating. And so I watch those videos and I'm like, we get so caught up in our daily lives sometimes that we forget where we are in history and how lucky, for lack of a better word, we are to be given this information at this very moment of history in this generation, the age that you are, whatever age that you are right now, whatever schooling you've had, whatever your background is, we have to use that and construct that and use it as a tool for our people's liberation, just like Evo Morales has, just like Hugo Chavez. A lot of people, they just, oh, these are dictators, and of course we know all the demonic Fox News versions of that, but really it's to give an example of history and how empowering it is to know that you can change what's going to happen in the next 50 years, that it's up to us. And since we don't have millions of people surrounding, you know, these events, a lot of our people sometimes, oh, there's, you know, it's only like 20 people, 40 people, and we lose track of the meaning behind every action and every tool that is thrown at us. You know, we have to take advantage of that. So this piece, or more like a thought, is called Small Groups of People. Okay. Small groups of people make history. Small groups of people can tear shit up. We don't need millions, we don't need thousands, just a small group of people, a people who are committed and dedicated. No one said it would be easy. We must sacrifice the toys, sacrifice the emotional drugs, the matrix hugs. We must stay away and awake from the spells, not fall to the traps of politicos, or the saying that goes, ain't nothing gonna change anyway. Stupid apologist excuses for non-action. Small groups of people can cause a revolution, a liberation, a complete redirection of where our lives will be in a few generations. African slave trade was resisted and destroyed by violent uprisings, small groups of people rising. Women's rights movement began with a handful of women who decided to take control of their lives and create a voice. Small groups of people, dedicated, committed, willing to do what it takes. Some of us may complain, why don't people take action once they know the truth? What's wrong with them? Well, history tells us that there is a process. A small group of people who organize a new world. And I'm not talking about elitism. I'm not talking about an elite oligarchy. I'm talking about a willingness to do what it takes, a willingness to go through the steps and the ups and the downs and the stress and the emotional distresses of this, the possible disagreements, but collectively deciding our next steps. Look at Bolivia, Venezuela, small groups of people organizing, educating, sacrificing time, chunks of their life for a collective future, a better prepared future, a free future. Small groups of people who remember what it meant to be blind, to be ignorant, and don't forget that we were ignorant and that we were blind and lost, to be guided by colonialism, and then we woke up. Small groups of people waking up. Small groups of people who will see themselves in the eyes of all of our people who still sleep, who still snore, hypnotized by the lies, tirelessly driven to study, to teach, to challenge, to change, to confront, starting with us, ourselves in the mirror. Small groups of people can liberate, can revolutionize, can liberate, can change. Dedicated, committed, focused, alive. It only takes a small group of people. It only takes a small group of people to get the ball rolling. And once the ball is rolling, it's going to smash all the lies and the deceit. Small groups of people who live with purpose. To know the value of time, to know the value of space, alive in this very moment, taking advantage of the tools before us to create an ocean of resistance, an ocean of ideas, an ocean of liberation, plan of action. No one said it would be easy. No one said it would not hurt. But the outcome is far beyond beautiful. It's medicine for all of our souls. Small groups of people, like this. That's it. And that's what I'm going to share.